What is up, guys? It is Big Duff, and I have another video for you guys today of my Chicago Cubs franchise. And right here, before we get into the game, we are trying to make a trade. We're trying to pick up left-handed reliever Scott Albert from the Dodgers. He's been pitching in AAA this season and has been doing very well. And we would have to give up Ian Stewart and David DeJesus. Stewart's down in AAA, and DeJesus just has not been hitting well for us in the leadoff spot. He's hitting about a $198, I believe. So we've got Brett Jackson down in AAA, and he's been doing pretty well. So we're going to ship over DeJesus and Stewart for Albert. And as you can see here, the trade has been accepted a few days later. So we're going to be putting Albert right into our rotation as a left-handed reliever, because I wanted to pick up another lefty because Russell and Takahashi just were not getting it done this year. And we're going to be calling up Brett Jackson from AAA. He's been doing pretty well in AAA, not great, but not bad either, so we're going to bring him up. He is a lefty, so we're going to be using him primarily against right-handed pitchers in the leadoff spot, and we'll see how he does against left-handed pitching. But we'll start out with just having Dave Sapelt go against lefties until we see if Jackson can handle it or not. One last move we will be making is sending down Sean Camp to AAA. He is a veteran, he's very good, but this year he's just not been pitching well, so we're going to send him down to AAA and see if he can bounce back, and then we'll bring him back up. But he's been having a 9.45 ERA in the MLB for us this year, and that's just not going to cut it. So we're going to send him down. We're going to have to put him through waivers, so hopefully he doesn't get claimed. And if he does well in AAA, we will definitely be looking to bring him up sometime soon. But until then, we're going to have to bring up who's pitching well and send down Camp for a while. So now we are going to get into the game, but before we get into it, let's just take a quick look at the standings. You see we are 14 and 22 in last place of the NL Central, so we are 9.5 games behind the Brewers, who are in first place. And we're going to be playing against the Washington Nationals in Nationals Park today. The Nationals are 18 and 7, and like I just said, we are 14 and 22. Edwin Jackson will be on the mound for us today against Yuniesky Maya. Jackson has been our best starter thus far. He's been very consistent, 2.51 ERA and a 2-2 record in 7 starts. So hopefully he can keep it up against this very talented young Nationals team. As you see our starting lineup today, you see that Brett Jackson is going to be making his season debut for us today, and he will be leading off the game. And he sees his first pitch here. He's just going to hit a liner through the gap at first base, and that's going to get in there as he gets on base for his first hit of the season. And he is 1 for 1 on the year. With Anthony Rizzo up here, Jackson's going to take off, and he will get in with his first steal of the season as he takes second base there. And now Soriano's going to be up with 2 outs, and Brett Jackson is on third base. Soriano's going to swing at that one. It's going to go through the middle, and that will get into the outfield. So Jackson scores his first run of the season now, and we are up 1-0 in the first inning. Now, the bottom of the first, Edwin Jackson is facing Roger Bernardina on the 0-2 pitch. Bernardina is going to fly that one out. That's going to be up above Jackson, and he will record that as he makes the catch. And we see Edwin Jackson's last start. He did very well as he didn't give up a single run against the Reds. He went 6 2/3 innings, struck out 7, but he still did get a no decision, and that really just shows that our offense has been having some trouble putting up runs this year. And Ian Desmond is up right now. He's going to hit that one. It is going to bounce off the wall, and it will be just fair by a fraction of a hair there. And Desmond's going to round second as the runner has already come around to score. He will get in there with a triple. So that's back-to-back triples for the Nationals, and they tie up the game 1-1. Now, the bottom of the second inning, Jason Worth is up, and Jackson's going to strike him out there to record his 1,000th career strikeout. And he's had a good career so far, and hopefully he can continue that career with the Cubbies. Now, 2 outs, top of the third inning, Alfonso Soriano's up with runners on first and second. He gets a pitch he likes. That's going to go, and it looks like it will fall, but no! Jason Worth lays himself out, and he makes a spectacular diving catch to save possibly 2 runs and to end the inning. Now we're going to bring in our brand new acquisition, lefty Scott Albert. He's going to be making his first appearance on the mound in the big leagues this year, and he's going to be coming in the bottom of the 7th to relieve Edwin Jackson after he pitched 6 solid innings, giving up 2 runs. First batter Albert's going to face will be Andy LaRoche, who grounds out with just a little weak little grounder to the pitcher. So that's the first out, and Ian Desmond's going to hit another weak grounder to the third baseman, and that will be 2 easy outs for Scott Albert to start his career as a Chicago Cub. Now with 2 outs, the batter is going to hit one between the first and second baseman. The runner is going to round third, and that throw will be offline. So that runner will score, and that's going to extend their lead to 3-1. Now Denard's span is up. He's going to hit one. It looks like an easy fly ball for the right fielder here who gets under it. But he cannot make the catch as it's just going to fall over his glove, as that was just a bad fielding play. And that should be an error, so that run should not go against Albert. But either way, it will be a 4-1 game. And now Brett Jackson's going to go back nearly to the warning track, but he will make the catch. So this time the Cubs do make the catch in the outfield, and that ends the inning. We go ahead to the top of the 9th inning. The Cubs are down by 3 runs, and the Nationals are bringing in their closer, Rafael Soriano. With 2 outs and runner on second, that's going to be a hit for Valbuena, and the runner's going to stop at third, so that's going to put runners on first and third with 2 outs. The next batter is going to be Alberto Gonzalez, as he's coming in as a pinch hitter, and he's going to go against Soriano here. Runners on first and third with 2 outs. He is the tying run at the plate, and he's going to hit a weak little grounder. That's going to be the third base side. The pitcher will field it, and he will make a clean throw to first base. So that will end the ball game as Yuniesky Maya picks up the win as we drop to 14-23 on the season. Edwin Jackson does get the loss, but he did not deserve it as he pitched very well. And Brett Jackson was actually our top hitter today. As you see, he had 2 hits in his debut on the season, so hopefully we have more of that to come. So we sim out the rest of the series and we do get swept, but we're going to be going back home soon, so hopefully we can bounce back and get a few wins. And that's going to be it for this episode, so thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in.